Hi, my name is Alyssa Nelsen with Knob Noster Physical Therapy, and today I'm going to start a series on oblique slings and why they are important for our daily activities and how to train them. So you may be wondering, what is an oblique sling and what does it do? So there are actually two different oblique slings in your body. We have a set of anterior oblique slings that run across the front of the body on either direction, and then we have posterior oblique slings that run across the backside on either direction. So what these muscles do, they're responsible for any sort of diagonal movement pattern or rotational movement pattern in our body. So with walking, running, throwing a ball, swinging a bat, swinging a golf club, any of those movements all happen in a diagonal pattern. These diagonal patterns also occur in daily activities of reaching across to do things, lifting, turning. All of that involves these oblique slings. The anterior oblique sling is made up of the pectoralis major muscle on the front side of the shoulder, followed by the external oblique on that same side, the internal oblique on the opposite side, and then hip adductors at the bottom. So it works all the way from the shoulder, all the way down to the hip, everything twisting and coming together. The posterior oblique slings are made up of the latissimus dorsi muscle, which is our really big muscle along our side, the glute max on the opposite side, and then the fascia, the thoracolumbar fascia in between. So that works to pull our shoulder and our opposite hip back together. And these movements are often combined together in different patterns. So if we take throwing, for example, when we start a throw, we will use the posterior oblique sling to begin the throw. So that right shoulder, left hip pulls back together, or if you're left-handed, left shoulder, right hip. We'll pull back to start the throw, and then to transition to the actual throwing pattern, you'll switch to the anterior oblique sling from the right shoulder down to the left hip as well. Same thing with running. Anytime these actually often work in tandem with running as we take a step. So that back leg will come back and we're going to shift our shoulders the opposite direction, and then we'll go again. So if you've ever tried to walk or run with your leg moving at the same time as your arm, doesn't work very well on that same side. So we do those opposite diagonal patterns. Again, these are very, very important for any daily activity, not only for athletes, but for anybody who is completing any turning, lifting, anything of that sort. So in the next couple weeks, we'll spend some time learning how do we train these and how do we progress that training based on your level of activity and what you need them for. As always, if you have any questions or need anything, please feel free to call the clinic or check us out at knobpt.com. Thank you.